This is Professor Michael Chapman. I'm one of the most experienced IVF doctors in Australia. I believe that an important part that I can contribute is to educate patients in relation to fertility, infertility, and all that involves. These series of podcasts help to educate you. I hope they are helpful to you. If you wish to know more, however, I'm more than happy to have you contact me via email, which is profmchapman@gmail.com, or make an appointment to see me on 9138 4222.
Prof, could you talk to us a little bit about cryopreservation, how it works, and how people can get in touch with you if they need to talk to you?
Okay, well, cryopreservation, what that means is freezing either egg, sperm, or embryos. And that science is one of the sciences that was a part of IVF that has made huge advances since I started doing IVF. When we froze embryos, when I started to work, we would talk about a pregnancy rate of 5 to 10% per embryo. Today, we're talking 35 to 40% if you're under the age of 40. So it's made a huge difference. And the technological changes have been the way in which we freeze the eggs. And these days we could do something called vitrification, which is rapid freezing in liquid nitrogen, different to what we used to call slow freezing, where we gradually brought the embryo down to a specific low temperature. And we can do that for eggs, we can do it for sperm, and we can do it for embryos. So increasingly, women in their 30s, when they haven't got a partner but want and have a career and don't want a baby tomorrow, using donor sperm, are freezing their eggs. In Australia, the numbers of those have gone from a couple of thousand only 5 years ago to now over 20,000 women a year are freezing their eggs. It's not a guarantee of a baby in the long term, but at least it's a reassurance. And certainly, if you take a woman who's got 10 eggs frozen when she was 30, her chances of getting a baby compared with a 40-year-old woman who comes for IVF are just tripled by freezing the eggs. It still doesn't guarantee a pregnancy, however, and we've got to be realistic about that. But you know, as I say, the numbers of freezing eggs has increased substantially. Most clinics offer it at Life Fertility Sydney, and we actually offer the cheapest package around Sydney in terms of being able to afford to freeze your eggs. And because we believe that it is a worthwhile activity for women to be undertaken. The number of women who actually end up using those eggs is actually relatively small, sort of 20 to 30%, because they find Mr. Right and they get pregnant on their own, or at the age of 40, turn around and go, well, I've got a fantastic career, why would I mess it up by having a child? So those options are there, but it keeps those options open. That's the advantage of freezing eggs. More than happy to see people to help them down that path and have that conversation. So we're at Life Fertility Sydney, and I would ask you to contact Sydney reception at lifefertility.com.au, and our staff will respond to you and arrange an appointment to see me or one of my colleagues.
And don't forget that you can access all the previous episodes by going to our website www.theivfjourney.com and select IVF Journey podcast from the navigation menu.